Hey, ba-dum. Welcome to Coco's Corner. I am the huge one, Dave Koco, aka the idiot from KocoSports.com or KocoSports.net. It takes you to the same places where the world comes to catch a home for combat sports on the bubble, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. And man, I am so pumped up for this news. I know it's like a day or two old, but I just wanted to get my my thoughts out there. And Fedor is saying that he's coming out of retirement. And to me, that is such huge news. I grew up a Pride fan. I absolutely love Fedor. And, we got the story and the quote down in the doobly-doo. Here's the big thing. This is from Fedor. It came from a Russian MMA media outlet, Union MMA. And he says, for every athlete, it is very important to be able to engage in their favorite thing. Give all their best in training? Yes. Performing competitions? Yeah! And this is the part that scares me. Defending the honor of the motherland. Well, that doesn't sound like you're going to the UFC. I would love to see him go to the UFC and defend his motherland there, but the way it looks like he might be just fighting MMA in Russia. And I don't know. I'd love to see Fedor go to MMA because I'd love to see Dana White do another flip-flop McGop. Dana White, I love Dana White and I hate Dana White. And one thing that I hate about Dana White is there's no real MMA journalists. But what about? No, there is no MMA journalist because it doesn't matter what happens. You are just PR for Dana White. Like, it blows my mind that there are fans and fighters. I've seen fighters on Facebook say this. That's fucking insane. You'd think being a fighter, you'd be smarter. That Fedor was overrated. That he just fought cans. And then the funny thing is, you're like, name 5 people he fought. Go to his Wikipedia page. Go. See those list of cans. And it's so funny because those cans, when they go to UFC, are legends. I love mixed martial arts. I love USC. I love Fedor. I love what Dana White did for the sport. But it bothers me that there's MMA journalists, MMA fans out there that just copy what Dana White says word for word. I mean, and not only that, but he's been caught in lie after lie after lie, and he's spin. And the more successful he's become, the sleazier he's become. I mean, does anybody remember Kimbo Slice? We made fun of him on YouTube. Everyone had a good laugh. The same thing with Fedor. It just bothered me because, like, there was this one time where they had a post interview thing. I think it was up in Canada. One of the sports reporters asked Dana White a question, and another reporter answered for Dana White, laughing, saying, "Ha ha ha ha!" Like, the fact that exists, there's no real MMA media. Like, the fact that no one calls him out on his bullshit. And granted, Father Time catches up to us all. I can't wait till MMA, the sport, matures enough to be like, hey, you know what? Sometimes your favorite athletes of all time get old. Sometimes Father Time catches up with them. It doesn't change what they've done or who they are. You might call me a Fedor nut hugger or whatever you kids are saying on the internets these days. But it just bothers me that one guy has so much power over so many people, and it shows in Fedor. Like, what if Dana White just respected him? What if Dana White didn't run his mouth? We could have probably got Fedor in the UFC. Hopefully one day we get to see Fedor in the UFC. He should be a Hall of Famer. He's one of the greatest fighters of all time. But UFC and MMA, it seems like, what have you done for me lately? And it's even recently. Anderson Silva's the greatest fighter of all time, you fucking noob. Oh, he lost. He's always been a bum. Like, it's just crazy. Like, boxing used to have this problem, but nowhere near as much as MMA. So I would want to see Fedor, and I'd love to see him in UFC. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but I just like to see him have a proper send-off. I think he's one of the greatest fighters of all time. I think in his generation, they had a lot of great fighters that are going to be forgotten about. And I hope with UFC, as close to a monopoly as you can get. They're not a monopoly. What about Bellator? They're pretty much a fucking monopoly. As close to a monopoly as you can get. And I hope that maybe Dana White and his older years goes, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't fucking just ruin people's reputations because they didn't sign with me. Maybe we should just be honest about the fighters. You know, the one thing I have to give respect to Dana White, though, is he doesn't talk shit about Sakuraba. And for that, I thank you. But I would love to see Fedor make one last run, and I'd love to see him shut up a lot of these critics. Because it's crazy. Like, you just go and say, hey, here it is. All right, so I'm excited for Fedor. Information down below. Tell me if you like this. Just giving my views on quick stuff. I'm thinking about doing a lot more quick shows in the future. All right, like, comment, subscribe. Check out KocoSports.net. And with that, you hear everyone, dude? I do a podcast. I'm like 2 minutes late, and I don't know if you hear that, but everyone's like, oh, no, he's podcasting. We gotta go. It's okay. It's okay. Fedor's coming back. Everything's going to be fine. All right. Like, comment, subscribe, and check out KocoSports.net. Also, if you could, give me some feedback if you just like these short shows, because I'm thinking about doing more in the future. With that, I am over.